Kirk, what are you doing, man? Hi, and welcome to Faith in Front. Today, I just want to come on. I don't do a lot of reaction videos, but this one, I was troubled, if that's the word. Troubled. I tried to watch this concert. I watched some of it. This reunion concert with Kirk Franklin, Clark Sisters, Ty Tribute, Tamla Mann, family. Because I'm a fan. I mean, I enjoy the music. And so I was trying to watch it, and I kept finding myself wondering, why is Kirk Franklin doing so much James Brown and just kind of slithering back and forth across the stage? And I'm saying to myself, I'm trying to see Jesus. I mean, I think you can have a worship experience, right? I know people pay to be entertained, but we have to be careful as Christians, not to fall too much on the entertainment side. I've heard Kirk Franklin say, I think he put out either Instagram or a TikTok where he had just woke up and he was in his bed and he was like, I know you guys are coming, to have an encounter with Jesus, something to that effect, that, you're coming to, worship or something like that. And I'm thinking, well, how can they do that when you're kind of in the way, Kirk? Okay. If the focus is you going back and forth doing the James Brown, I'm sorry. And it could just be me. It could just, some of you may have been like, I still worshiped. Okay. What we have to be careful about when it comes to Christians is that we have this desire to let the world know that Christianity is not boring. We want the world to know that we are human and that we make mistakes, and that's all fine. I think transparency is good, to let people know, hey, you're not perfect. You don't get it right all the time. I know I can have some hypocritical days, and when I do have hypocritical days, all I can really do is just own it and say, you know what, that did not reflect Christ when I did that or said that. Sometimes in our attempt to let the world know that we are human and that we can have fun, sometimes it can slip into just glorifying sin. There were reality shows out there with different Christian artists, and that was a key thing that I saw, is that they wanted the world to know that, Christians make mistakes and this and that. And yes, that's true. But it seems like all that gets magnified are the mistakes, the sin. And things just quickly become fleshly. Okay? Me personally, when I was watching, I was like this. It was just fleshly. I'm sorry. And you can disagree. I'm not even trying to be mean towards Kirk, because I enjoy the music. Okay. And there have been songs that he's done that has, ministered to me. I just kept finding myself saying, how are they going to see Jesus? It's like, I just kind of say, now move out the way, Kirk, so they can worship. I know that they paid, but we're quick to say, did y'all come to have church? Well, if you want to have church, stop doing the James Brown back and forth across the stage, man. That's just how it impacted me. I did not watch the whole video. Maybe things calmed down later. Maybe that was just, the opening or whatever. Because I've seen Kirk Franklin videos in the past, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. And I think he may have, Kirk Franklin has always danced a little. This one, it was just like, ugh. Yeah. He was just going back and forth across the screen. And it was just a distraction, I felt like, to worship. If you're talking about God's great joy, okay, that's okay. But you're doing the James Brown to it. it was just hard to watch. And I hope I don't come across, people say, you're being judgy, you're being judgmental. Now, here's the thing when it comes to judging. A lot of people fall for the lie that it's wrong to judge. It's not wrong to judge. It's just wrong to judge hypocritically or incorrectly. And some of you might think that I'm judging incorrectly, and you're entitled to that, to that position. I'm curious if you've seen this. Now, I'll admit this video that I watched, I think it was from just someone in the audience. Now, when they actually edit the actual video from the professionals that was kind of all over the stage, it may come across different. And so I want to be fair and say maybe it will, or what I saw is just what it will be. But I'm curious if you've seen this. How did it impact you? I'm just curious. That's the way it impacted me. We as Christians have to remember that, yes, we are in the world, but we're not of the world. We have to remember that we don't want to cause anyone to stumble. We have Christian liberty. Dancing is a Christian, liberty. If you're not dirty dancing, but it's a Christian liberty. And there's other things that are Christian liberties. But when you have different people in front of you, you don't want to cause a person to stumble. You don't want to cause a person to stumble. I've heard so many people say, well, I would halfway listen to you if I saw Christians acting different. Now, I'm not saying in order for Kirk Franklin to look different, he was supposed to put on a robe and, I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that's what Kirk Franklin was supposed to do. As I've said, I've seen past videos where it was live or lit, if somebody wants to say, but it was like I could still, the worship element was, it was still there. I could see it. Just on this one, it just impacted me different. So I'm curious of how it impacted you. And as I said, my motive is really not to be mean. It's just to really say, if Kurt ever saw this video, which Kirk, if he ever saw this, I don't know if he would, but it would just be like, be careful, brother. That would be just be careful. As one brother to another, be careful. We're trying to keep our faith in front.